You're not going down there.
I didn't see it.
That's where I wanted you to go the whole time. Go down 25th.
I wrote about Shayling in an effort to bring clarity to a set of issues that continue to be topic of conversation: fundraising, organizing, and activism. I rarely engage in these discussions publicly, but felt compelled given the observed pattern. Reunite an immigrant parent with their child. He came out with a thing called Reunite an Immigrant with
More
child
fraud.
with their parent, Sean Keane. And he took money from it. Wow. He had a public disagreement. Oh, failure is not fraud.
Joe. Hold on 1 sec. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, Lee, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Joe.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you. I haven't heard back from Oasis Funding. It may be worthwhile to call them and ask. And you said there have been some developments, and I'm not sure I understood everything, so maybe you can enlighten me now.
Part of my case and what's been going on, I have a whole group entity attacking me, telling the world, and these people are friends of the police officers, friends of the state workers, friends of who I'm suing, literally connected, and I can connect them and show the connections, and I've tried to do shit about it, but without a lawyer, what is going to get done? They attacked the other lawyer, they attacked the state bar just now, and they're calling him, blasting his phone up. Then we have
Leo working
the
with
information that
Netflix
they're literally calling
for my
people,
children.
they're calling people, right, and they're telling people that I kept my children in the car for 2 years while I did meth, cocaine, and heroin after my wife died to stay ahead. You see where we are?
What does that have to do with the lawsuit?
I'm just giving you a heads up. They're attacking
Criminal,
everything. He got
asshole, everything.
Whatever
They're
call from the state
smearing
bar to
me.
say, hey,
Would
until
we
you're
have let
over
this
the
happen to
state,
both of them?
You know what I'm saying? Doing certain shit.
Okay, so he got a phone call from the New Jersey State Bar?
I got to talk to him on that. He said the bar.
Or just another lie
so
from
we didn't get to
Leo
clarify 'cause
Chatterville.
his phone was blowing up, like blowing up.
Unless
But,
it's Leo behind the
what's the name
scenes,
of it?
another mastermind. Dun dun
then
dun.
there
Fuck
is
you, civil
the-
rights war.
I'm gearing
Actually
to
happened.
do a press conference, like a press conference where everyone will come out, and I could do it any day of the week. So it's a matter of when I'm going to do it, when I feel necessary to do it.
Are these the developments, Lee? You told me there have been developments. What are the developments?
With the kids, they are coming home. The therapist, the federal protective order, so that's where I need you, him, all of us to decide, are the kids important at all? Are the kids and the trauma that they're going through, is that important at all in this equation to either you or to him, and to anybody other than who's about to do this press conference with me and demand the whole world cut the shit and think about the 2 children who witnessed cops threaten their mom and then kill her.
You can be compensated for your children's pain and suffering in the wrongful death lawsuit.
That's where we are. I know that, and that's where the kids
How about
right
just
now
getting
are
us
being
justice?
witness tampered, Joe, by DCPMP, the state
Home,
press liability.
not retaliated against.
That's the move that I need you.
How
on.
much is it worth?
That's where I am. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'll sell my car and I'll hand you a car. You get where I am, Joe? My kids home. They are home. With the evidence I got and with who is prepared to come to
All right,
court with
so
us,
you got your
they're
kids home. You got your kids home. I'm happy to hear that. So,
But I need a lawyer's help. You and I both know that.
all right,
Where I'm
well,
at.
I
Yeah.
need you, Joe.
well, look, I'm in the same position, and it sounds like you kind of are in the same position, at least in terms of where I stand.
What, Joe?
We can wait for
Get you
Oasis,
10
or you
grand,
can find
Joe?
somebody else to loan you money, or some other solution.
Okay, so I mean, if I can't come up with 75, 8,500 for a month, 2 months, 3 months, fuck my kids and their trauma.
What? What, I mean...
Because that's a realistic nature of where we are, Joe. Like, straight up, it's been 3 years. These men and women in winners, you gotta feel me. You gotta feel me. 2 kids. These men and women winners, all they gotta do is say accountability, bro. Call me when you call. Call me when you call.
When you find out about the funding, you can call me back, okay?
All right. Talk to you later.
Find out about the money. So go get me my money if you want your children back in justice for your Dominican political activist wife. Welcome to America. Fuck you, land of the free. You're full of shit.
To that lawyer out in Kent. Oh my god, bro. I'm so tired. Hey, Eric.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, sorry about that. No, so I talked to that lawyer out in Cali. He's like wibbly wobbly and just certain factors that are falling into
Retaliation.
array and misarray. Like, I still know what moves I got. I have a question, bro. What when you took everything to your mom, where did she land with everything? Like, what was, you know?
What'd you say? Say that again?
When you had shown everything to your mom, like, how did she feel about everything? How was, you know?
Like, my mom was pretty upset.
New message from Vanessa S. Hi, Samantha.
Do you think that there's any way possible that like if you would ask her if she could or would meet me and Sam, you know, and us get to sit down and talk and just like dude, my kids, what they're going through, Eric, like I need this to be done. Like, I so need it to be done, dude.
I'm gonna try to arrange it, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, see how she feels. Like, I know, and tell her with all my heart. I hate being here and asking. And there's a day that me and Shayling wanted to meet you guys and your family, and it together with me and Shay created technology, Eric, and at a point in time, me and Shay had planned for everyone and anyone going through injustice to be a part of that technology's outroll everything. And there's like, dude, I hate asking you for anything in this situation whatsoever. Like, I'm never in a million years did I ever imagine I would be here, where I'm literally like, you know, the people that do this for our country are not doing it, you know? Like,
Let me call my mom now, and I'll talk to her, and I'll send you a text Friday night.
Yeah, tell her I'm so sorry for asking, and I know that, like, something from you guys knocking it the fuck out and aiming it also at the NYPD, because this is bigger than, you know what I'm saying?
You can't get away with killing our loved ones.
I'm exhausted, bro.
Treating us like trash.
Me and Sam have been in the car, Eric,
like,
for...
you throw us away without a fucking apology, like, ever.
The rip and the whole thing in it. In 10 days, our insurance is up, and I got $500 to get the electricity back on. The minute my kids come home, dude, we get $2,000 from, like, Social Security disability for the death benefits, and then I go back to work, where I do construction. I can make $5, $6, $7 grand in a month. Like, that's where I just want to go back to life. You know, like, I want to go back to being a dad. I want to actually grieve with my kids, where the world knows that my wife was murdered. Not some bullshit online if Shay was a drug addict. Dude, Shay was not a drug addict at all, bro. Marijuana for pain. She took Percocets, dude, that were prescribed to her because of her pain, her back and her endometriosis, dude. And she hated the Percocets because of what they did to her. Like, yeah. And she only took those. I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
I'll give you a call back because my little brother's calling me now.
All right. Definitely. I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right.
Bye.
I keep saying it, and I keep saying it, and I keep saying it. Eric Garner Jr. is more than just a leader in the making. He's a great person.
Hi, Susan. This is your favorite person that you love hearing from every day.
How are you?
I'm okay. We just kicked off, so if Lee could share it, if he could reach out to Sean, if you guys could start sharing, that would be much appreciated. Sam's gonna tag Lee in it so Lee could see the first post, and you guys could share anything from the GoFundMe to Sia's video where she's saying, I got sexually assaulted by this corporation who's here to take me away to protect the cops who killed my mother. But hey, no one's paying attention.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll let him know.
Okay, perfect. So I'll say...
It's going to be... You'll post it on Facebook or what?
Yeah.
What is it?
There's a lawyer out of California. He's on the case. He'll be taking the case and taking it up. We do need some help with someone in New Jersey, but
a lot behind
we're
the
gonna see
scenes.
what happens. I'm gonna
We
be
might
throwing
still
in
be coming in
to see if the court themselves, because of the issues we've been having, if they could make some sort of an exception or get us someone to be second chair for us to get him in the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you probably just have to find somebody locally up there. Lee's still not working in New Jersey, so...
Yeah, we just need someone, dude. It's hard as hell. I've called like over 40, 50 lawyers. They all know the situation. That's part of what it is too. They're all trying to protect
with every
everyone.
lawyer.
Because keep in mind, at this point now where we are, Governor Murphy has been aware of this too. So after the standoff, instead of addressing anything, his addressing was, "I'm going to retire the chief of police and the internal affairs of Lyndhurst. We're not going to actually like do our job. We're just going to retire them." You know, they had just protected their pensions, like we know, but...
Okay. All right, well, sounds like you got a plan.
Cool. So I'll keep you guys posted. If you could let Lee know, whatever help, it would be tremendous. You know what I'm saying? He knows the power that he's got with the social media, so if he could knock it out the park for us, that would be truly helpful. You know?
A year, sitting on evidence
Cool,
before
thanks.
midterm election. We are all Lee Merritt, just like Amber Geiger, going to jail, accountable for our actions. Accountable for our actions, guys, all of us.
Just let him know. I do have an attorney on now, and we could, you know what I'm saying, use that. I'm currently occupied. Hey, Daryl, how are you, brother?
Hey, I'm just on another line right now, mate.
Gotcha. I'll be quick. I got a lawyer that came on. If you guys could blast some of the videos, case evidence.
Tell Lee Merritt
GoFundMe and shit,
to stop fucking with my children. Please, Daryl. The dream team.
I don't have none of your stuff, mate. That would be something you'd have to talk to me.
Do unto other army.
I got a new lawyer.
Who would never harm thy neighbor?
Just,
who would hold themselves accountable like they want Amber held.
You know what I'm saying? The same way you guys
now time to
emphasize
hold yourselves
stuff on
accountable.
like, hey, this is a broken law, this is a violation. Just if you guys could do the same for us, it would truly go the distance. You know, for my kids and for the case. That's all we're asking.
Right. I don't have anything about your case.
I'll shoot.
Daryl, pal, you got a bunch. We sent a bunch of stuff to you. We
I
sent a bunch of
don't
stuff
have to
anyway.
get involved with the trial that's coming up in 2 weeks.
So we
I don't blast
fucked with you for a year.
I got you. I definitely do.
You see me talk about cases that I'm handling.
Yeah, exactly. No, I have seen it. I have seen it. If you could do whatever you could do, I'll shoot you some stuff in the email. Once you see some of it, like I don't know if you've seen any of it. There's one particular video where my daughter's telling DCPMP Children's Services, "You people sexually assaulted me," and then the cop is saying behind, "Well, not these people." You and I both know, right there, a minor says, "These people, this agency sexually assaulted me." It's a wrap. You get what I'm saying? So something like that. It's big. So whatever you could do, I'll shoot it to you in the email. See what you could do.
I can't make you any promises.
I know.
I'm not making any promises.
No, I know.
Truth
I know where
tellers,
you said all along.
activists,
You've been a solid dude.
civil rights heroes.
Me and you were good. And like even Alyssa and everything, I don't have any ill will towards anybody. I just need help. My family just needs help. You feel me? Like in 2.2 minutes, my little girl Daryl, I need you to hear this and let everyone else know this.
I have to step out right now, man.
Gotcha. I was just gonna say my daughter wants her grandmother in jail because of all this, so that's where we're headed. That's big. You know, I appreciate it, Daryl. Thank you. Good luck, brother, and kick ass, man.
Felonies to hurt children are not okay. Felonies and lies against your own family to protect police officers and harm your grandchildren psychologically, irreparably, damaging them, not allowing them at all, encouraging them at all to talk about their mother, their father at all. That's where all of you people here in America have placed my fucking little girl and my little boy. On Shayling's birthday, they cried alone in the room with the door shut together, telling stories, missing mommy and missing daddy who's being killed. Killed slowly in their memories, killed slowly in their hearts, and killed slowly in their minds as they get attacked psychologically every single day by people who supposedly love them yet do not have one picture up of their mother, their father, and their family together as a whole family. How disgusting is that? Now go to the next step. On Shayling's birthday, they were promised a cake and a celebration. They didn't get that. Nope. When they tried to talk about their mother, they got a cold shoulder. So that's why they went upstairs and cried alone. I just saw that, Isaac, bro. Like I told you, man, we're all capable of change, dude. Each and every single one of us. We are all capable of change and change together.
Stressing it just every day, dude, sucks. Until this is a wrap, every day of mine sucks. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fighting and I'm bucking up against the edge trying to get this to break.
Leo's been promising you Netflix. Help, representation, love, support.
I've never been this tired. I got up at fucking 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Worked till 6 a.m. Took a nap. Now I gotta get up. Now I got shit all day. And I got a hearing at fucking 5 p.m.
Oh, ouch.
He said for 3 weeks and 4 different versions sent to Belio about the post that
Here's the deal for where we are, right? The one therapist that was my therapist throughout the whole like this past year, the case he's supposed to be on, this motherfucker knows the judge. He knows the judge who was named in the other lawsuit, Judge Bonnie Mistol. This woman was with our case from the beginning, politically involved with Governor Christie. This motherfucker knows the whole deal. He wrote a letter, I'm going to be there. He basically closed down his practice, and this motherfucker tells me that yesterday. I'm like, dude, I don't really give a fuck if you did or didn't close down your practice.
They force him to.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically, everyone is being pressured and come after to keep their fucking mouth shut. Mike DiArcangelo already wrote a letter stating that the kids are straight up going through irreparable harm and need to come home to their remaining loving parent, Lee Kenworthy. The damage psychologically that is being done to the family is absolutely irreparable. This family cannot even grieve, is what Michael DiArcangelo stated.
Listening to this cop who tried to take her away with my mother 3 weeks after Shay died, asking about how are the kids, the cops in Lyndhurst are nervous, etc., etc. Yeah. Taja, she's 100% ready to write whatever we need her to write, say whatever we need her to say. She knows that
unless her corporate entity won't let her state mandate report, like she's also recorded, stating that they told her. They lied to Taja.
I kind of want her to maybe stay with me and the kids as a therapist. She's like, I don't know that that'll even be possible, because if you're going for a federal protective order, they might just shut us all down. So I might not be able to come near them either once we do this. So she's anticipating that and expecting that. So it's, you know what I'm saying, this is real deal go time. Could you throw up the thing today, like first thing in the morning? That way it's there, and I can start really fucking with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm down in Washington, D.C., but Leo knows I'm in Washington,
D.C. With the moves that I'm going to do, Leo, the minute you throw that shit up,
I just said Lee Merritt's office knows I'm down in D.C., ready to fuck with them. Me and Sam are working Uber Eats to afford a hotel. That was when Shaw and everyone was down there. We worked 3 days to get a hotel and food, and that's how Samantha spent her birthday.
Breakfast, and then let me construct this post.
That's what's up. I'm gonna hit you with the link for the GoFundMe. I still have a few lawyers that are fucking around that may not this, that, the next shit. I know once we start announcing.
We need one local attorney. That's all we need.
Basically, dude, that's the kick in the ass in this motherfucker. The one dude that's wanting $8,500. This motherfucker actually, I think I told you, sat there and tried to justify Robert Martin, the homeowner, threatening me with a gun. I'm like, bro, you're trying to get me to jump up out my skin on you, motherfucker. I'm like, I know who you're connected to, dog. Your opposition. I'm sitting here in depositions right now saying, fuck you still. You know? Like,
Yeah.
so on the flip note, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit them on Thursday, Friday once I'm back and I write shit up, and I'm gonna go to the federal court and basically be like, okay, here's what's happening, here's who's coming on. We need someone to second chair so that we can get you in. Is there a way in an avenue
This is
that
the
they
protective
can do it with
order
irreparable harm,
for Leo,
circumstances,
irreparable
and
harm.
ask for them to get on the phone with
My
us.
therapist,
So I'll just sit
Michael
and work all day
DiArcangelo,
Thursday, Friday.
Philip Linfante, and Taja Connors.
Or if
Two,
need be, we can even
100%
skip
ready
that
to
into
write the
next week.
irreparable harm
Shit
letters to
starts
bring my
falling
children
into line,
home.
which I know it will.
Why am I still being fucked with and threatened by everybody?
I got you.
But Leo, love you, brother.
Thank you, too.
I'll talk to you soon, man. Blue's gonna put the post up in the next hour or so. He's definitely on. His day's slammed, he was saying. I was like, get the post up, because then I could do what I could do. The minute you have that shit up, dude, these guys are gonna bitch up and nut up like fucking little kids and start fucking
Saying sorry. That's what Robert Martin owes my fucking family, an apology. Isaac, thank you, brother. Honestly, I have you in my heart. I hope you understand that. I hope you know that. And I hope everyone understands there's a million spins to shit. And honesty is the only real reality that we need to be telling for each other. Isaac, I know your community is not happy about the cages and absolutely not happy about a war criminal. Of course I forgive you, bro. Of course I forgive you, Isaac. We're raising each other, dude. That's the thing that Jay taught me, bro, more than anything. Forgiveness and compassion. We're raising each other. Why wouldn't I forgive you, Isaac? You're another son, daughter, father, mother, bro. Who knows how far this eternity goes? I don't hold shit against you, dude. Because you're entitled in a moment and not there. You get what I'm saying? Because you were not conscious of others and in your pain and your community's grief. You get what I'm saying? Bro, removing it, accountability, Isaac, that's what it comes down to. You feel what I'm saying? Put yourself aside for 1 second. What you did was wrong in the moment, in the actions, in the lies that you told. That's okay, dude. You get what I'm saying? Own up to it. All you gotta do is just be like, yo, my bad, what you're saying here. You feel me? Don't let it be, take it down. Be accountable for it, Isaac. You get what I mean? Step up to the microphone. Be accountable for the cages that right now none of us should be letting fucking watch happen, bro. What happened to your community, Isaac? How much longer till Trump fucking literally just starts burning people? We know children are getting fucking raped, Isaac. What do you think they're doing with the bodies, dude? The people that they're gonna need to shut the fuck up. Come on, man. This is war crimes. We are there, America. You can't say because the money's fucking flowing. You get what I'm saying? No. These are atrocities against fucking humanity. Isaac, listen to recordings, dude. Listen to what my family's going through. You get what I'm saying? You didn't have compassion, and you're still not having compassion right now, Isaac. Call fucking News Channel 12 right now, same way I did. Go on live and say, you want to know what? Me and Lee, we're fucking talking, and some of the things I did say, they were deplorable. I'm holding myself accountable. His children absolutely need help. You get what I'm saying? Push them. Dude, the border crisis has nothing to do. It's not with the border crisis, Isaac. Take it to the next level, dude. It's the treatment of humanity. It's costing us, taxpayers, $500 a day. $500 a day to house one person. And they're separating families and putting them in cages, barbaric, like animals, like animal shelters. Children on floors in fucking chain link cages, not being given soap, water, anything, for $500 a head. Let's say that's 4 people, that's $2,000. You can easily turn around and put that family in a Trump fucking hotel.
Hang it in, man, hang it in.
All right, so yeah.
But here's what it's all about. Listen,
What you really need to talk
my
about,
kids' lives are worth money.
It's still the same. I need to be paid if you want me to come on the States.
Now, can you do anything lower than the price that we're at?
Lee Merritt also
we can
paid.
get started and get my kids. Because here's the thing, my kids are home in 2 moves, and that's national news. There's no in between with that.
You keep going to national news. That doesn't help me get involved in this case. That has nothing to do with it.
I don't really care.
If you, look, I'm not going to lower my price because you haven't countered with anything. If I lower my price, I might just be in the same situation. So what I suggest doing is get some money together. You come up with some type of suggestion, and then I'll entertain it. But I mean, that's how everyone else works.
Can you sign with 1,000 down and
Eric,
start making
do me a favor.
second
Give Sharpton a call. Give Sean King a call. See if someone will drop this asshole who won't help my children $7,500, $8,500, or help me get a lawyer.
If you want to pay me in payments, then at the very least I need half a front.
You know, Siabella and Mikailin, they do deserve
if you
that.
If you wanted to pay me in full, I'd reduce the price a little. But it's like, this is it's a big case. I don't have to tell you. It's a big case. It's going to take a lot of work.
And there's going to be a lot of money.
And
like he said before, ooh, your children's trauma.
Might not even be permitted, which is going to make it harder.
No, we definitely will. I know up, down, left, right. Dude, Joe,
that doesn't help me at all. You said we definitely would get funding, and so far we're 0 for 2 or 0 for 3. So I'm not sure I can rely on your.
Could it be Joe's an asshole? Clear and prevalent.
It's going to come through.
All 3 burdens of proof have been met in my case. All 3 legal, federal burdens of proof have been met.
No one's gonna sit there. You know what I'm saying? Like all bullshit aside, no one's gonna sit there and hear from them with my 2 children sitting there who lost their mother that this dude was justified in threatening me with this gun. That Lindros was justified in doing anything that they did. You get what I'm saying?
All right, Lee. I'm gonna get going now. So all I can tell you is that I'm not telling you anything else. I don't tell any of my other clients, and I'm not telling you anything else you haven't heard. If you want me to represent you, I'm willing to take 2 payments, but there has to be a substantial amount of money up front.
I'll keep you posted, bro.
After people like Lee Merritt helped destabilize me, incredible.
This is the flower tea.
Like, you actually think you're gonna get away with that?
I'm not dealing with Cheryl Rose or her.
Scumbag. I'm not gonna.
Hi,
Is Adam available?
No, I'm sorry, he's not. Can I take a message for him?
Yeah, it's Lee. I just wanted to touch base with him, see if there's been any.
He's not handling anything for that woman. I don't know why we're still getting calls, but he's not dealing with Cheryl Rose or her case.
So, where me and him
When
left,
Sam
he
gets
was
up,
waiting
Isaac,
on
I'll talk to her.
last call from her as to what she was going to do.
She does the
She's
technology.
getting other counsel and
That's
anything,
gonna
so
probably between you and her. He has nothing to do with her anymore.
I can't get her on the phone at all. Can you guys, at least at this point,
We don't have
No,
we
that's
don't
fine.
work
Can
for
you
you
guys-
or for her.
can you guys
And he's
shoot
not
me
making
her?
any other calls to her.
Can you guys give me her email? Can you provide me that?
She was once a client. We can't give out stuff. Unless you had it already, no, I can't give out her personal information.
Okay.
Kids are coming home in a few days.
I could understand that. Now,
Irreparable
here's a
harm
question.
is absolutely
I mean,
being done to
ultimately,
my
I
children.
don't necessarily need per se, but
It's
I
disgusting.
did ask you this at some point in the past. Would you guys be open to being hired by me to
No,
sue
we
her?
cannot. You can't retain us because we once represented your landlord.
Plus, I have to call them in as witnesses. I'm just being a wise guy right now.
That's a definitely fair statement. This has been a disgusting situation, has it not? Like,
I don't know, but there's nothing that
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind that back. Because
you can't retain us because we.
she says Cheryl isn't a landlord because of the disgusting. That's what I'm saying, Isaac. Once you talk to her, she could, she has to look like she's literally knocked out right now, Isaac. She hasn't slept in 2 days, dude. The car got totaled. Dude, at Abernathy, seriously, bro, the help that I need is to grieve properly with the truth being known. Plain and simple, dude. I've got therapists up stating what they're stating. It's all on the page. Your lives are there. You can continue playing games, all of you, but there's lawyers and there's people who are again and again and again, oh, it's such a big case, it's such a this, it's such a that. Tim Howes has been with my family since Siabella was 6 months old. Tim's wife is a judge here in New Jersey. So, cut the crap. The only way I'm going to get the kids back is by people telling the truth and not being intimidated and threatened. Right now in the Amber Geiger case, someone got shot, people. Someone got shot for trying to testify before the court.
She once represented your landlord, or whatever she calls herself.
Whatever she calls herself.
That's a definitely fair statement. This has been a disgusting situation. I said at some point in the...
I mean, you have to understand that.
Yeah, no, I could understand that. Now, here's a question.
Yeah, the calls to her.
Can you guys give me her email? Can you provide me that?
She was once a client. We can't give out stuff. Unless you had it already, no, I can't give out her personal information.
Okay.
I mean, you have to understand that.
Yeah, no, I could understand that. Now, here's a question. I mean, ultimately, I don't necessarily need per se, but I did ask you this at some point in the past. Would you guys be open to being hired by me to sue?
No, we cannot. You can't retain us because we once represented your landlord.
So why is Cheryl trying to have me pay you? Also illegal.
That's a definitely fair statement. This has been a disgusting situation, has it not? Like,
I don't know, but there's nothing that's coming out of it for us, so, at this point...
No, I got you. Trust me, I understand your position. I appreciate...
The phone calls are just...
Yeah, no, I know. I don't have any... I have nobody to call. That's where I am. I was
know, and unfortunately, I pick up the phone every time.
I can't call Cheryl.
Say about it.
I'll send you flowers this Christmas, and I'll
No,
figure out
that's all right. I
something.
don't want flowers.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Just working showers. I'm trying to purchasing your home.
Hi, Tanisha. Have a great day.
I'm trying to have things be. The next calls are going to be from my attorney, Cheryl. We're going the full distance with this. I am purchasing your home.
The truth being exposed, people, is what gets my kids home. So if you got nothing positive to say, leave me alone.
More trauma. Because it's not drama. This is actually causing trauma to me, my children, Samantha, and everyone involved.
Hi, Tanisha.
I'm hanging in.
Morning, Matt Lothar, Mr. Tuesday, may I help you?
Hi, Susan. How are you? It's Lee.
No, I'm fine. Thanks. How are you?
I'm hanging in. Everything's, doing what it does. People are scattering and afraid and intrigued, so plenty of fun.
Me and Sam are hurt, tired, hungry.
Do you have any word back from Lee, or?
Hey, how are you? No, I haven't heard from Lee. Haven't talked to him. He's not in this morning.
Gotcha. You expecting him in this week?
I got
Some
some
point.
schedule this week. Yeah.
Okay. Once everything kicks off, the lawyer I'm working with, the lawyers, we're gonna reach out to you and see if we can get your support. Between Lee and Sean King, and
Cutting the shit.
illustrating some factors of the case and
The
helping
games.
us out.
Yeah.
The recordings that all any lawyer has to do, or reporter has to do, is say,
Let me know.
yup,
Next
those
time,
are crimes.
we reach out.
Exposing the truth is going to bring the kids home. When you have a private corporate entity lying in court to a judge illegally, That's why Tim Howes is about to become a federal witness in the cases to tell the federal judges the children need protection.
You still,
I'll call you back later on today.
okay, please do, because Amazon type company is interested in doing a series with us.
Okay.
So we've been talking.
Give me the wipes.
Like a series, like Hulu, Amazon type company is interested in doing a series with us.
Okay.
So we've been talking about that, and they're putting together the package and the content, and like the
Yeah,
whole
what about
pitch and all that
the
shit.
note about the kids possibly coming home? What's that about?
So he's coming in this week. Part of his issue is he's got to get admitted into Jersey, so we got to find a lawyer to help him get admitted. But I'm hitting the court with shit on Thursday regardless, and he's prepared and ready, and we have a few reporters who are prepared and ready as well. So it's, you know what I'm saying, where the kids are. Sia flat out said she knows her grandmother's lying. She knows my mother's lying about, you know, the everything, basically. You know what I'm saying? How she got them over there, the illness that I apparently have that she wants to continue running with, and the bullshit. She wants her grandmother in jail, Phil. She's protecting police officers. There's an intermediary friend from Belleville who knows Robert Martin, knows the Lyndhurst cops, and 3 weeks after Shay died, when my mom did the bullshit that she did back then, I don't know if you recall me telling you everything, like us getting, you know, her throwing me and the kids out over the dog, the leash, the bullshit, and then calling the police.
But right now, when you go to court on Thursday, what are you going for?
We're going for an order of protection, a federal order of protection for the kids
To end
because of
the
where they
retaliation.
are and what's going on. Their therapists, everything. They have not worked on that one bit of the trauma, Phil. They're obscuring the trauma as if it's a delusion of mind, shit that never occurred, yet it's on fucking recording. So this is where, no. This is beyond irreparable harm. This is two children, Phil, who could not talk about their mother on her birthday.
What's the division saying?
The division is going to have no play in this whatsoever. The federal court is going to totally overrule them. Where I'm calling you
The
to get
private
positions
entity?
ready, like me and the lawyer, I'll text you and we'll figure out a schedule to get in touch, like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday.
I need the lawyer. No, Lee, I need the lawyer to contact me.
Yeah, me and
I
him are gonna
need
contact you.
the
Okay,
money
this
to
is
fuck
maybe-
with
maybe
you,
we're
elitist.
full
We tell the
steam,
truth
like,
only
what
when
we need and
forced
where
to
we're going.
and paid
It's
very
you,
well.
it's, Mike the
Phil, your
Archangelo,
son's a cop again,
the
man.
children's
Kick
therapist right
ass, dude.
She's
same
flat out
threat
ready. That's the kids need to go
That
home.
Lee Merritt
She knows and she's watching. The
just
division
got down
sexually
in
assaulted
fucking
kids,
Dallas
so.
with
You
the
get what I'm
shooting
saying?
of
They
a
have not
witness.
discussed it at all.
That's where
In fact,
Phil
they've tried to
is.
obscure that as
That's
well.
where people
Sia
are.
has discussed it.
Because
She's
of how much
discussed
fucking
multiple
money
times
is
that
going
it's
in
uncomfortable for
to
her
the
be around
illegal
them in any fucking way,
enterprise
shape, or form.
kidnapping children for profit.
I'll wait
Theft
for you
of
to-
honest
I'll
services.
text you as soon as I talk.
Federal
I'm gonna be talking to
crime.
him in a little
Like
while.
was being
And then
investigated
probably
in West
Tuesday,
Virginia.
Wednesday,
I see
I'm
now
gonna
a
be
lawsuit.
introducing it Thursday to the federal court, It might not happen immediately Thursday.
Whistleblower protections have always applied. I told Zach Holtzberg that.
And have the lawyer talk to me, and we'll figure out.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get it.
Provide them.
Exactly, I'm gonna get everything prepared for what we need from you and Mike D'Arcangelo. As far as Mike's concerned, Mike remembers the case and he remembers the work that he did with Dr. Latimer, with Dr. Latimer, as far as the Haldol and everything, and reasserting that it's in the court, and he remembers all the letters that he put into court and everything, and him attesting, and he remembers my mother at that time and all the bullshit that she said, her report, and that's
all
kind of basically
lies
where we are. Where
to hurt my Dominican
Mike
wife
has been saying the whole year,
like
how
she's
is
doing
it that
to
your
her
mother's
children
getting
right
away with
now.
this? Why is it that the Dominican
Well, again,
is
Lee,
allowing
let
this?
the lawyer get. The lawyer will have all that information and then figure out the best way to proceed.
No, I know, but at the end of the day, Phil, Sharon did what she did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had her in the office with me and Shay.
But Lee,
You know what
listen,
I'm saying?
I
And we
know,
went through, and she flat out said during that, yeah, no, I know he's not bipolar, but I mean, it's my opinion, this, and this. And you flat out told her, Sharon, your opinion doesn't get to dictate what the state does to them, and you know what it's doing. So, you get what I'm saying?
All right, so then again, set it up and have the lawyer contact me, and then we'll take it from there, buddy.
Okay.
But I'm glad at least you got somebody working on the case. That's good.
No, that's the worst part in all this, Phil, is that's all that I've needed. You get what I'm saying? Like, this should have happened back in fucking February.
Phil's been
when I
begging
paid
me to get a lawyer, a
So
real
we can't
one.
worry about things that didn't. We can
At the
only
end of
move
the
forward.
day,
Yeah,
Zach
but
would
that's-
not contact
that's the
Phil.
thing,
Phil
until me
called
and the
Zach
kids are
plenty of
back together,
times.
Phil, think
The
about
same
damage
way
and
Phil
harm
called
this
Lee
actually
Merritt
doing
plenty
to
of
my two
times.
kids. That's where everyone's got to, like,
Love you,
screw
Phil.
Sharon because she's this or that. No.
All right, Lee,
my
have
children.
the lawyer.
I know, I will, Phil.
Schedule it and I'll talk to him, all right? All right, buddy.
I'll
All
talk to
right,
you
take care. All right, bye.
But I'm lying, right? No, people are breaking the law here, people. That's what's happening. People are breaking the fucking law.
Christensen factor? I don't know if I went too much inside. You got it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ability to also see and differentiate, like, yeah, money ain't gonna do shit, and this ain't gonna get in the way of this moment that, you know. But, what's the name of it? So she basically is recorded stating during the course of it. I have her saying also, you know, oh, Lee, you're better on marijuana. They're trying to give you pills you don't need. You're not bipolar. You know that. I know that. Your mom's a sociopath, blah, 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 blah. Up, down, left, right. Then she's recorded stating, yeah, if you don't do as you're told, this, and this, I'm calling the police and we're telling them that you're off your medication and you need to be hospitalized. I'm like, seriously, Heather? You just said that? I'm like, good. Okay, keep coming. And then she has someone that is claiming to be a Hudson County medical examiner who does exactly that. She knows someone who's bipolar. I'm like, bro, all you're hearing is a resistance of I'm not cooperating with you telling me what I'm going to do. And me and Sam are paying $1,500 right now.
We should only be paying
in rent.
$1,000.
I'm taking over the lease with my kids. You're already out, Heather. Like, why is this girl here?
Why am I being attacked?
With 5 people drinking and thinking like, this is we were going on the that they brought. A judge is going to order you to sell this house. You don't have a choice.
Do you have an agreement in writing that she was going to sell it to you?
No, I have it recorded. So
okay.
yeah, like in the lawsuit with everything that she just did, she either did this with Heather Christensen or she allowed
it's a recording of evidence,
proxy
and I
you
am
know, I
in
don't
no way,
care
shape, or form
at this
breaking
position.
anything because it is motherfucking recorded evidence
You
of
had
Taja
some
Conover,
you know what I'm saying?
a
Like,
state-mandated
the
court
debate with the
reporter
jury, it's like, well,
who
you said that
was
you would sell the house.
told by
You
my
wanna sell the house,
children,
he's living in the
Siabella,
house, we're gonna be paying the
over
rent,
30
so.
times she was sexually assaulted.
And she definitely wants to get rid of the house. She's just giving you a hard time because she doesn't like you.
Yeah, like that's kind of that's where it comes down to, you know what I'm saying? Like where are your motives? Because 4 months ago, when you thought Lee Merritt was coming on and I'm getting a settlement, You see what I'm saying? Like, when they all thought that this was happening, Barry was a different person. She was a different person. You get what I'm saying? And then when they don't see Lee Merritt and Sean King, then those people all of a sudden become the people more assertive to be shitty people of, like, you know, nah, you ain't got no backing. Fuck you. We got you. You know? So it's like...
Trying to hurt me.
Yeah, like that's the thing with it, with the house situation, with the landlord. It doesn't make too much sense as to why she's still digging in. Like, I have not had a working shower since March.
Oh my God.
DCP&P, my caseworker should have helped me with
and
this.
She told me, Taj, I was ready to go back to work.
DCP&P also pays
settlements are like
for apartments.
$67K, and I went through another $40K from the sale of the house last year. And this is all on lawyers, all on, you know, getting this in line, paying off this debt or that was continuing from, you know, carrying with me and Shay. And, whatchamacallit, she, literally in March, January, February, March, April, when she got back on the phone with us, she's telling me, you know, don't go back to work, fix the house, paint the house, do this. We'll use that as a deposit. We'll use that as, you know, going this month's rent, and then getting, you know, ready for the kids. We'll get the lease.
Put it in
by the
writing.
way, I don't even really want the house anymore. I'll sell it to you for this amount, and da-da-da. So that's where we were there. And then when we tried to put that in writing, another month goes by. So now we're in April,
May.
January, February, March, April, May. We're in April, May. Going
Still getting
to
attacked.
June.
Still begging Lee Merritt for help.
Lee Merritt's not getting on the phone with me. His Marcia, who worked with Lee Merritt and was with him for 5 years, she left in April.
Okay.
So
Right when I
that's who
filed
I've been talking to.
the second
The
complaint.
minute she left, I knew something was.
She's been
off,
relaying
you know what I'm saying?
every message
And
to
I'm
him.
waiting.
She's recorded
April,
stating so.
May again, and mind you, I've been waiting since October. The kids are home in 3 steps, Taj. The recording that I have from the one that Barry acknowledged and said, oh yeah, the crimes were committed, they committed crimes. Yeah, you're saying that, Barry, because you and I both know crimes were committed. You can't say, oh, we sent your paperwork to the hospital. No, we sent this, we sent that. We didn't send this, we didn't send that. Dude, the bottom line is you didn't send the 3 psychiatric reports that
What
state
got sent
no
to Carrier
bipolar,
Clinic?
no mental disorders. If you're not sending
Where Tim Howes, my
actual
lawyer, was on the
psychiatric
board
reports,
and
we're not
removed
sending any
himself
medical history here.
to come back into battle with my family
There's
and
doctors,
protect
and then
my
there's
children.
the not doctors,
Shayling's
you know,
legacy.
like the psychologists that
Thank you,
can't
Tim Howes.
put a diagnosis on
Thank you,
someone.
Philip Linfante. Thank you, Mike D'Arcangelo. Thank you, Tasha Conover. And thank you for everyone that
They
is
call
coming
the
to my
psychiatrist
family
a
and children's
medical
aids.
doctor
This is
because
disgusting.
They've got that medical doctrine degree.
Absolutely.
You know, like, that's how they are medical records. But yet you don't send those medical records to a hospital that you're saying I need to do a program that won't blood test me, you won't blood test me, and if I don't drop my lawsuit, Taj, they said, they're going to adopt my children out.
Who do you have a lawsuit against?
The Lyndhurst police.
Oh, okay.
They're saying if I don't drop that lawsuit... See, here's the thing. It's the Lyndhurst police. It's the homeowner, Robert Martin, who's a retired chief of police.
Yeah, you told me
And
about it.
then it's them as well, like you saw CSA, right or wrong. They were told. They were informed. DCP&P was told and informed what
That's
the
also
police
recorded.
officers were doing. Instead,
Tim
they came
Howes
after
knows
us.
that.
The only reason DCP&P
That's
is
why
named
Tim
is because
is a federal witness.
Brian Dratch, the
Shayling's
original
murder.
attorney, wouldn't name him. Then when I put it back on the docket, was last year, after they had already taken the kids, Tim Howes, who's my lawyer right now, who this asshole, pardon my French, he may end up going to jail.
Love you, Tim.
He's
I'm
known
saying
all
what I have
along
to say to
about the
fuck
kids
with
being
people.
sexually
Because
assaulted.
realistically,
Why
at the
didn't
end
he
of
go
the
into court?
day,
And also, he also knows that I'm not bipolar. Why didn't he go into court immediately and say, yeah, here's the medical records. We're not doing this at all.
So you're saying Sia and Kai were sexually assaulted?
Yeah, Kai was a lot younger. It was it was 2014. So Kai was like 4. You know what I'm saying? And for him, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He pulled down his pants. He pulled them back up. The focus wasn't put too much on him.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? The worker specifically was aimed at Sia, and you hear Shay on the recording aim it back right at her, saying, I see your sexual predilection. I know that you like girls. So you're pissing me the fuck off with this. Let me tell you that right now. Me and my daughter are done. When she told Sia to bend over and spread, that's where Shay was like, get the fuck out of here. It's a wrap. Yeah.
Well, Lee, send me the video.
Okay, definitely. I definitely will. I'll keep you posted, and when just knowing that you're here between the federal court, between any cameras, any reporters, whatever you feel comfortable doing, Taj, let me know, and I'll pull you in on, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and when it comes time when the kids do come home, I want you staying with me and the kids for any federal court reporting, so that they, you see what I'm saying, they feel, one, okay, we have some slight level of control here.
With the hostages.
You know what I'm saying?
With the Kenworthy prisoners of war.
I don't know what's going to happen at that point, so it may or may not be out of our control, you know?
They're gonna, once it gets said, and once you throw what you're gonna be saying, you know what I'm saying, and how we're gonna be wording it, everything, I'll keep you posted on it, and I'll keep you like really, really looped in.
Tasha said over 10 times, Sean King and Lee Merritt come in. The kids are home within the next week. Lee.
Like, that's where me and
she said that to the
what we've been talking
kids.
about.
Lee and Sean. She said that to the
we don't even
kids.
need a psychiatrist at this
Shayling
point. Like, we already have
Kenworthy's
them in
children
we can try to say, but the federal court's
waiting on you.
to such a degree,
Told by their therapist, this woman right here, a good woman,
here. They're a third-party contractor.
ready to blow the whistle.
Kids at all.
Whistleblower retaliation,
You know what I'm
killing
saying? Nowhere near
witnesses.
them. And the fact that they were told and informed
You gonna protect
about
people, Lee
everything that the
Merritt,
police
or
were doing.
what are you about, dog?
Before Shay died, they had a responsibility to do something right then and there. They didn't. For the next 6 months, they fucked with me and the kids, Tosh.
DCP&P.
They didn't help us. They didn't help me and the kids. Me and the kids moved out of my mom's when she threw us out. Do you know a lot about the division? Like, what type of shit that they do, what they can do, what's at their access?
I mean, I know bits and pieces here and there.
They could and should have paid for an apartment for me. They
Yeah,
didn't.
they have the options, but they rarely use them.
Yeah. Shay just died. It's me and the kids.
They use them all the
You know
time.
what I'm saying? They didn't help with an apartment. They
They're
didn't help with
$1
nothing.
billion conglomerate.
They're trying to
Profit.
engine their
All for people.
services that we need, and I got the kids, me and them, in the grief counseling up in Morristown.
Okay.
And then I had a grief counselor with, like, not Phil Infante, but through Phil, one that me and Shay went to before, so they just totally backed up. And the tort claim, the tort is like the you have 90 days to inform a police station if it's a wrongful death, or else you can never sue.
Disgusting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can. You have to be creative, and it won't be for wrongful death. It'll have to be for
Civil rights.
Civil rights violation, and you angle it differently. But if you make it too wrongful death, they'll throw it out.
Disgusting.
In the end, essentially, you're trying to get them for the crimes that they committed, not necessarily, you know. I mean, some families, who knows? Some families may be going just for the dollars, but, you know, you hope not.
All right, Lee, well, send me the video.
Cool, definitely. Thank you so much, Tasha. You have a great weekend.
You too.
That was all of us up here, up in New York, New Jersey, the tri-state area, with this case being gracious to Lee Merritt, Sean King, and the Botham family. That's military, police families waiting till after that piece of shit cop went to jail for doing a piece of shit dirtbag thing. No matter why she did it, because the motives was not tired. The motives was not sloppy. You're on the job protecting people with a badge. You're never so tired that you shoot someone in their own living room here in the fucking America. Whether they're black, white, Chinese, whether the cop is white, whether the cop is black. You do not shoot any motherfucker in their living room in our country. Knock it off. Don't go in. It makes you safer. It makes American families, documented, undocumented, black, white, Chinese, Latino, everything safe. Loud and clear?
What's good, brother? And say, oh. Hello, what's good, brother?
No, I didn't have rental issues before, Chica.
I just got a call from my paralegal.
I was taking care of my mother. Me and Shayling were down in Florida. We just dropped 30 grand, so leave me and my family alone.
Temporarily in New Jersey, and the court requires you can't apply without local counsel.
Gotcha.
You have to have local.
Okay.
Did you already know that?
Lee Merritt has
I
friends that are
didn't know
local
that,
counsel.
But I'll find someone to sponsor you then.
Okay, yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah, because I mean, if that's all we need, we could find someone to do that for a G, 2 G's, even. You know what I'm saying? Figure out something creative and shit.
Yeah.
Perfect, dude.
Yeah, that's all we need. But I can't even do the application without it. It's part of the application.
Okay, gotcha. I got you. I'll do what I gotta do then to get that first. That's way easier because we could just have the motherfuckers sit second chair and just, you know.
I just need any licensed attorney that will sign off on my shit.
Basically, and they don't need to be federally admitted, right?
They have to be admitted in the court. Yeah, they do.
Admitted in federal court. Okay, so federally
Yeah.
admitted. Okay, gotcha.
In that district, and then I was gonna say Friday is the worst day to post anything on social media.
Okay.
Friday gets the least attention.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I wanna fix your post up, get it right, and then we'll do it for Sunday.
How'd you like that, bro?
I like it a lot.
Cool.
I wanna.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Add as much. Add whatever you want. If you have any questions.
Perfect, though.
Nice. Perfect.
I'll put that one up
Link
later.
it to the GoFundMe, actually.
Perfect. I tightened up the GoFundMe a little bit. I added that little comment about we're gonna sit down with Lee Merritt and Sean King, and I told Lee's office that. Dude, I've been talking to Lee's office like 2-3 times a week. The motherfucker's taking cue from me regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching his posts, I'm watching his stories, and some of the shit that he's saying is some of the shit that I'm tossing at him. So I'm like, all right, at least you're fucking rocking out with it. You know, so we might end up fucking with a bigger picture and a bigger discussion at some point. You know, and
I hope so, man.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely.
Me too, dude. I'm disappointed. You know what I'm saying? And I think honestly, once you and I fuck with them, they might be singing a bit of a different tune because they have an image to maintain and to protect. So, you know, it is what it is. As soon as you kick it off, dude, trust me, Balil, it's gonna happen like fucking rapid fire because motherfuckers who've been.
No, I know. You gotta be just prepared for that shit. Anyway, I just wanted to give you that heads up.
All right, no doubt.
I live my whole life
I'm actually going
collecting
hiking till
evidence
Sunday.
again.
My girl's birthday. I gotta take
30
her, so.
Dude,
cops.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you on Monday. I'm down here in Washington. We're gonna be rocking the fuck out. Now that I know what it is, I'm gonna start writing up this shit, and I'll just shoot it to you either email, text, bro. You're gonna fucking love it. I'm gonna actually shoot you a couple right now. You're gonna see the direction, bro. I bought us easily 3 to 6 fucking months just on a continuance, and then on what the other dude wanted to do with the amended complaint. I'm gonna say that you're gonna ask opposition, this, and this, because of the fucking lack of counsel and how they basically fucked the pooch. 2 lawyers, neither doing discovery, neither doing the complaint to up to par. You should definitely, and I should definitely, and my family and children, bro, you're gonna love it.
Disgusting what has been happening.
Enjoy your weekend, bro. Tell your guys a happy birthday, bro. Love, man.
I will. All love. All right, guys.
One love, brother.
Take care.
Bye.
How many more fucking? How many more times?
Lawyer Balil,
How many
I
fucking
love you,
times?
son, I love you.
How many more
You
times?
heard that.
Here's Oasis Funding with a slam dunk case. Let's see if they, care about families.
Press 1. Assist you prompt. Thank you. What's your address?
127 Walton Street in Englewood, New Jersey.
All right, thank you. I'm actually looking at your case, sir. Mr. Kenworthy?
Yes.
And it looks like it's still in review.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Once the decision's made on our end, we'll give you a call.
All
Awesome, thank you.
3 burdens approved
All right, well, you have a good day. Thank you
have
for
been
calling.
met.
You too. You guys
All
have a
3
great
burdens approved have been met. What that means is that these officers, because everything's recorded, they go to jail. All 3 burdens of proof have been met.
Hi, Susan. Mine too. My kids are, they witness what they witness. They're ready to put their grandmother in jail, Susan. You get what I'm saying, Susan?
Okay.
Alright, you guys have a good weekend, Susan.
All right, you do the same. Thank you, Lee.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, is Adam available by any chance?
No, he's not.
Okay, it's Friday, but he won't be in the office at all, right?
He's gone for the day. Yes, he's gone till Monday.
Gotcha.
That's Equifax Press Settlement. Introducing life.
Yeah.
He didn't have to call. He could have just been like, "Hey, brother."
Share. So.
I want to sandwich.
Go to hear Mark Levin. There's nothing wrong with saving money, with being smart, with being cheap. Smart. Be cheap.
You sit down, you poop, you plop. You're like, that was satisfying. You eat a good meal, you take a good.
Get back to you.
Okay. Okay. No,
This deposition.
no doubt. No doubt. I'm down in DC, brother. So we're gonna be kicking ass. I'll talk to you later.
I got that.
Bye. In 24 hours, the minute that we do a press conference, they'll be home, bring it, and people start in front of me.
And
How much money you got? A lot. How much money you got? A lot. How many problems you got? A lot. How many people done died? A lot. Left you out the rock? A lot. How many friends you flop? A lot. How many lawyers you got? A lot. How many times you got shot? A lot. How many you shot? A lot. How many times did you ride? A lot. How many done died? A lot. How many times did you cheat? A lot. How many times did you lie? A lot. How many times did she leave? A lot. How many times did she cry? A lot. How many chances she done gave you? Run with me, die.
Oh, Jesus. He'll be back in a second. Boom, 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 boom. Come on.
Hello? Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm sorry I missed your call.
I actually was about to call you, but I didn't call you yet. This is, Sarah, correct?
Yes.
Hi, Sarah. My name's Lee Kenworthy. I lost my wife murdered by police officers in front of me.
And where?
Up in New Jersey.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear about that. When did you lose your wife?
It just went on 3 years. On August 17th. It was August 17th, 2016. Me and her have been political activists and very tied into police brutality, legalization of marijuana to defund private jails, defund children's social services, which is also private. We have 13 years of recorded evidence on police brutality, state corruption, and a lot.
And so what happened to your wife?
We were living in a retired deputy chief of police's house who there's a 45-minute recording of him threatening us. On the night that she was murdered, we called 911 for an ambulance. The police responded with the ambulance, and they came in. We were still on the 911 call. On their report, they say that she was down non-responsive. So their report automatically starts off with she was dead when they got there, which is BS. There's about a minute and a half to 2 minutes of me and her on the 911 call, putting the dog away. She collapsed, had an asthma attack, and then they basically kept trying to position behind me to get a gun to my head, yelling commands. I had to put my hands in my face down on the floor and beg them, please, please, please stop this before they finally adjusted their commands. And then another 10 minutes went by. They never let the ambulance in, and they gave her Narcan.
Wow.
Yeah.
So sorry. So what was the outcome of it?
Oh, this is still ongoing. I hired Lee Merritt, and Lee Merritt didn't do anything. Sean King didn't do anything. They basically, in my opinion, they might have gotten paid off in the back end, because there's no reason that they didn't just do anything. And they won't get on the phone with me. Now other lawyers are trying to call them, ask them, and they're gearing up in Sean King's not a fraud mode yet. You won't take a call. So I don't know. there's a lot that's been going on.
So is Lee Merritt still your lawyer? Or who's your lawyer?
I may have another lawyer coming on. That's what we're tossing back up and forth and trying to figure out. I've been waiting for Lee since February, and it's only just in the past 30, 60 days that he's, done what he's done. And then I waited on Sean for 3 weeks because it just comes down to the minute my family's story is national and people start sharing it and people start saying, no, this is not okay, everything else is going to fall into place. I have my children's therapist, they were taken away in a standoff, so that's part of this equation.
Your children were taken away in a standoff?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so they're not in your custody anymore?
They will be literally in 24 hours. The minute that we do a press conference, they'll be home with me in 24 hours. The judge in the case will be arrested. My mother, who has them right now, will also be arrested. She's friends with the police officer. I come from police and military family. So this is behind the blue wall that everyone's about to look in my case.
Wow.
My uncle was on the job. He shot himself on the job. My cousin's got a full pension.
1 year to the day, my father shot himself.
Wow. And so this has been going on for 3 years, and you said, did Lee Merritt contact you, or you contacted him?
Initially I saw everything that was going on with both of them. I reached out, and I talked to his firm since October of last year. I officially retained him, paying him cash and getting into a contract in February of this year, and then I waited February, March, April, May, June. Me and Marsha worked in his office. She left his office in April, right around the time of my kid's birthday, when I filed another lawsuit that Lee was supposed to be filing. But Yeah.
So you're filing your own lawsuit, and how much money were you paying him? Because
I gave him $5,000. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I gave him $5,000 back in February. Yeah, and at that time I had $60K, so I could have, like, he literally told me, no, don't file any more motions, because I was about to start hitting them with motions for discovery, motions for the meetings, motions for
My
that's what
children.
me and Shay did. Like, me and Shay did family law, and that's where we did a lot of our political activism, is like within our own bodies and within our own cases by drawing lines with civil rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get something on court doctrine, people don't realize court doctrine, it'll take them something very simple that you and I could go into a court and get on court doctrine because it's our particular case. It'll take lawyers and a team of litigators $200, $500, $20 million, and, you know, arguing against what we just did, because what we just did is declare, yes, this is our civil rights. Hello, you were about to violate it. Now it's got a freaking code because you tried to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to children's social services, not a lot of people are watching that avenue. What they're getting away with maritime law, because that's where they're dancing. They're dancing like a maritime law and in a civil rights law, where they're turning our children into property, and it's that property that needs to be protected, and da-da-da. None of this shit's actually legal. You get what I'm saying? Like, what they're doing, they have you sign certain things right in the very beginning that automatically violate your civil rights, and you have to sign off on that violation of your civil rights in order to see your children. Just that alone, all it's going to take is an actual lawyer, which I will be getting my degree, so I'll be doing it soon enough, but it's just going to take a lawyer to say, just on your basis and how you're starting these cases, you violate everyone's civil rights. You can't ask someone to sign this while you have their children. That is under duress.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, well, it sounds like you've got a lot of it really figured out.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is what me and Shay have been doing. Like, she went to NYU Law, for her, like, when she got out of high school and everything, on a scholarship, and her dad got sick, so she had to stop that. But me and her met when we were 20, and I went National Guard for a second, and I tested, like, really, really well and through the roof, but, you know, me and her had other plans, so we danced with them, and did certain things and went in certain other directions, but yeah.
Well, so why don't you send an email to info@mothersagainstpolicebrutality.org?
Okay.
Just giving us a line by line where you are in your case and what you're thinking you need, and
I need, honestly, a press conference and some help with media attention. The minute we shine the spotlight, is this your cell phone, right?
yes, and you can actually, the email, let me tell it to you, it's info@matbdallas.org.
Okay.
.com. I'm sorry. Let me say it again.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me
Info@matb
MAPB, you said?
MAPB Dallas DALLAS.com.
.com. Okay. Perfect.
Yes, ma'am, sir.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so
Alright.
I'm gonna text you also. There's a website that I have up. You could go see on the website. I'm starting to transcribe some of the audios and the videos.
Okay.
There's the homeowner and the 45-minute threat. That one's not transcribed yet. There's the day after with the detective who tells me that the recording of the homeowner, and mind you, this was with his gun out that both my kids watched, that
And how old are
recording,
your children?
at the time they were 9 and 6. Right now they're 12 and 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And my daughter, like, the way that me and my wife have been raising the kids, we've been raising them in the know of the political activism and the work that we're doing. Like, I've worked with police officers, so that's going to be coming out too. Like, I've worked with cops undercover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just go ahead and send us an email, and then we'll see what we can do.
Perfect. Thank you so much. much. It was.
Thank you. Take care, and I'll pray for you and your children.
Thank you very much.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
They're all terrified. If we had two people figuring out a down payment, she doesn't have to do anything. She just has to put in contract that she's selling me the house. That'll be the settlement. We can say bye-bye to each other. Okay. We'll go buy another.
I don't know. I'll leave a message for him.
Gotcha. Can you do me a favor? Just put in the message too.
It's up to 2
Instead
emails.
of her throwing anything, I'll throw a new settlement offer. I'm purchasing the house, so we can just move right to figuring out a down payment. She doesn't have to do anything. She just has to put in contract that she's selling me the house,
Like she stated.
and that'll be the settlement. We can say bye-bye to each other.
Okay, I'll leave him a message.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And mind you, Adam Tuttle jumped off the case because he wasn't breaking the law with Cheryl Rose.
How's your day going today?
This last call's with a man named Todd Gentry on the Botham Foundation. I had to reach out because I've been begging for a year for help denied. Civil rights denied. Siabella and Mikailin, Tim Howes, Philip Infante, Mike D'Arcangelo, all denied. I only got to see my children when I filed the second federal lawsuit against the division, DCP&P. That's when I finally got to see my children. That's how much of a hard time they were fucking with me and Tim Howes.
Okay, so part of the reason that my name is,
Lee, dude, you can't say that you're watching people's backs, bro. When you leave people, I paid you in February, dog. February. March is when they did this after I paid $10K. You and Marcia knew that. Sean King knew that. March, April, May, June, July. Come on, man. It's disgusting.
College Church, this is Allison.
hi Allison, how are you? I'm trying to get in touch with Todd, if that's at all possible.
Good, let me give you the number he's at.
Sure, give me 1 second.
He's at
268
268-4191.
4191. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So still in the car.
House, this is Trish.
Hi, Trish. Is Todd available?
Yes, hold on just 1 moment.
Thank you so much.
Todd, for you. Todd speaking.
Hi, Todd. How are you? My name is Lee. I'm actually calling about a very serious, very pressing matter that kind of somewhat involves and concerns you, and hopefully you could possibly do the right Christian thing in this equation. How's your day going today? Okay, so part of the reason that I'm calling, you are still on the board on the Botham Foundation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. This involves the Botham Foundation and Lee Merritt. My wife was murdered by police in front of my eyes. I have 2 children who witnessed a lot of the events, including the homeowner, a retired deputy chief of police, threatening my family with his gun out. That was recorded. It's a 45-minute recording given to Lyndhurst Police. They didn't do anything. Their response was to murder my wife. I've been waiting on Lee Merritt, Sean King, since last October. I hired Lee in February. He's been fully aware of my case, and when I reached out to Alyssa for help and assistance, Alyssa very rudely told me, go get another attorney, and very unchristian, definitely not like we're presenting her brother to be. My children and my family need help.
So, where do you live?
I live in New Jersey. I haven't been able to stay in my house for the past 2 months. We've been getting threatened and harassed. Lee Merritt's known about this the whole time. He literally had the opportunity in February, March, April, May, June, or July to come in, say something, and end this. I can actually purchase this house that I'm in, sir.
Good.
Yeah.
So, what do you want me to try to help you do?
Reach out to some of the other board members, and my family needs help. You know what I'm saying? We need the attention, the media attention, and we need the retaliation to stop. You know what I'm saying? I told Alyssa, I'm not looking for money. The money will come all on its own. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife did what we did. We have 13 years of recorded evidence against police brutality and corruption. Exactly what took her brother's life. Me and my wife made a technology. Her brother would be alive today if our technology was on the market. I guarantee it.
So, we don't have any money yet?
No, that's the thing. I don't need money. I need help with the foundation stating and saying and standing behind me. This can't be allowed. What I hired Lee to do. That's the thing in this equation. I hired
Me and
this
Sean,
man not
who
to be an
only
egotistical baby, but
worked
to
for Bo's
represent
Army.
my family. You know,
Fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, I personally don't know him. He is supposedly on this board, but I have, we had a board meeting and he wasn't present.
Dude, you'll never see him. I guarantee you over the next 30, 60 days how this equation is going to shake out. Alyssa's a grieving individual who lost her brother, and she's going off the guise of the man who she thinks is going to help her. You get what I'm saying? He's not setting a good tone at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he got involved because somebody else that was a civil rights activist got him involved.
Sean King,
And,
most likely.
and just because, I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. So from the Botham, and we're getting ready to have our big gala, kind of our kickoff in the U.S. So what are you looking for from the board?
Honestly, if you guys could literally do some sort of even a press conference or tweets, and this is what's going on in this man,
After
this
the
family's
trial,
situation.
anything.
Both
Don't treat me
foundations
like
absolutely
human
stand
trash.
with this family. Something to that effect.
Don't treat me like human
Keep it
trash.
off where my story and my family's story is national, and they cannot retaliate against me anymore. They can't break the law anymore because everybody's watching. That's why they're getting away with this, because people like Lee Merritt are doing nothing. I hired this man, paid him $5,000, dropped $20,000 on the house that I'm staying in, and then I'm waiting 3-4 months as I'm being retaliated against, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to speak up too loud because, maybe this is what's going on, and maybe this is what's going on, and I'm collecting and I'm gathering
Being
more
lied
evidence
to
against the state.
each
So,
week.
there's that factor where I'm getting more evidence. But each day, my children aren't home, and they're not, literally right now, sir, I have my children's therapist ready and prepared to go on the news, to go stand with anyone who will do a press conference with us and say those children are being held hostage by a third-party entity who has liability issues here to protect and cover, and they owe this family millions of dollars. There is no services being provided. Witness tampering is what I'm watching. She's ready and prepared to say that.
So do you have a court case pending, like against the state of New Jersey or something? Or
Yeah, I have a federal lawsuit that I filed pro se, and Lee was supposed to come in as of February. You know, so it's basically just stalled right now.
Like
on the
Marcia said,
since I provided them with certain things showing that I retained them, and I also hit them with a couple motions of things that they discriminately didn't give me that they would have given an attorney. They basically went with the latter of like, okay, yeah, let's have Mr. Merritt put in his notice, rather than ruling on the other four motions that kind of show how, you know, procedurally I should have had a conference a year ago.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Whatever you can do, I'll give you my number. Reach out to a couple people. Anything you could do, reach back out to me. I'm a human being. I just need help. You get what I'm saying? That's all I need.
And help me understand. So the murder case the state didn't take that, or the prosecutor.
Oh, dude, they've been trying to run around to get away with it, like up, down, left, right. They've really screwed the pooch on this one. Like how much corruption is going on. When I'm saying my kids aren't with me right now, my children are with my mother. My mother grew up personally with Robert Martin, who's the homeowner, the retired cop who threatened us. I grew up with his son. The other homeowner, I was in the Boy Scouts with. So this is like a family affair here.
So backing up, so when your family member was murdered, there were never any charges brought or anything like?
No, they've been trying to get away with it since day one, man. Like the evidence that I have the actual physical recordings. Like, the homeowner should have been arrested, and had he been arrested before the murder, there would have been no murder. You know, and then the detective who was investigating her death, what they call it, you know, because it's a death when they don't want to say it's a murder, you know, on their watch. Right. So the guy investigating, he's recorded the very next day. Like I have a website.
At all.
Yeah.
I was just curious. So that has never gone to trial, and then you filed a civil suit. Is that what's going on?
Correct.
Then when charged, everyone helped cover it up.
On this, they will be making arrests. Like I've already gone to the FBI, and the FBI told me to bring it back down to the state level, and the state has to do it. But I've already gone there 6 times without an attorney.
That's where Lee Merritt
banging my head against a wall
is supposed to come in and help.
Causes me more pushback. You get what I'm saying? Without someone standing with me.
Without a lawyer, I get in trouble. I get attacked more.
Just another question. So
Why would Lee Merritt do that?
When Botham's case came up, there were a couple of other people that jumped on board and took a lot of media attention, and one of them was Mothers Against Police Violence.
Yeah.
In fact, they led the way on some of the media coverage.
Hopefully they step up and help.
But I know that they're state-based. Do you guys know if there's one?
I can take a look on New Jersey, yeah.
Because I'll just tell you that they called press conferences, and they had almost just as many press conferences, and they picked up some national attention with both of them.
Gotcha.
They tried to partner with us, but I'm just telling you, all I do is I go to St. Lucia's home and do a lot of good things.
Gotcha.
And so I don't deal with the press at all. In fact, I declined a whole bunch of interviews. So it's not my forte or whatever.
No, absolutely.
But
if you could just kind of...
So you're welcome to send me stuff, but my recommendation would be that group was really strong.
I'll definitely reach out to them.
And yeah, I would reach out to them because they have media attention, and they bring up stuff all the time, particularly if police are involved. And so I would sure reach out to them, but you're welcome to send me stuff. And again, I would have to look over your case and all that kind of stuff.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. So.
Absolutely. It's on there's a website. It's I Was an American, all one word.
Hang on, I need to second. I need to write this. Well, somebody's been using my notepad here. Goodness. I'm gonna go to a different one. Alright, so your case I would find under I Was an American?
Yeah, it's www.iwasanamerican.com, and that'll bring you. It'll show you the docket numbers, my wife, the kids, the carpets. There's some audio recordings of the homeowner making the threat. The police the next day lying about the body cameras. He acknowledges that Shay was killed on the body cameras, and then they're logged in, and then he tries to backtrack. We're like, oh, how do you know that they were on? Yeah, they're always on. That's how they work. From the
Right, and so they're just, are they saying it was like home defense of this homeowner or something?
She was having an asthma attack. The month after the recorded threat, she was having an asthma attack when we were moving everything out. We called 911. Police responded with the 911. They never let the ambulance crew in until she was down for over 10 minutes.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will look at that, but let me encourage you to reach out again to Mothers Against Police Violence and see if they have a big voice, and they might have a bigger voice than we do.
Gotcha.
So, anyway, I would, and I'll just tell you too that we have, because jury selection starts Friday for us, we have been asked to go dark on all media until after the trial starts, which is the end of the month.
Gotcha.
Because of jury selection. So, anyway, try this other one first and see where they are, and I will look up and start looking into your case.
Okay, definitely.
Okay.
Just so you know, certain people are aware of what did happen within everything, so that whisper is not helping. That I know for a fact.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Alyssa, there's two kids. You get what I'm saying? Like when you do talk to Alyssa, there are two children that are going to be testifying against cops.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's not something that the world. There might be a 2-second backlash of, oh, we don't want to hear this, but the minute the sentiment goes, oh my God, what happened to those poor kids? The cops never should have done that. The sentiment's going to be on, we want to hear from those two children. It's not going to be a bad look for you guys.
Right, and are they in protective custody? Is that what they are now?
They're with my mother right now. Her, my sister, my family, who's friends with the family. Like, I'm cop and military, so they're protecting. This is blue wall bullshit. Pardon my French, but that's what it is. It's blue wall crap that they have my children right now. And the minute that this kicks off, my kid's therapist is prepared to cross the line and basically say the children are being witness tampered with, they're being threatened, they need to go home to right now.
They're not getting therapy on any of the trauma, and they're causing more trauma.
I think Mothers Against Police Violence is your best chance on that.
I'm going to look
They're
into it right
causing
now.
more trauma to
Thank
my
you, Todd. I
children.
appreciate
All
your
right.
time.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye. On the flip side, dude, did you see like what I'm saying with the Taja chick?
Yeah, it's the therapist.
Yeah, dude, she's ready to go and say these kids need to get the fuck away from his mother, get the fuck away from the state.
So what is she waiting for? I thought she was the therapist that was causing
Lawyers.
some issues.
No. No, this is mine and my kid's therapist. She's hired by the state, but she's a third party type shit. And she's seeing what's going on. So she's hearing that my daughter witnessed all the shit. with the recording that I was telling you about, where she's saying she wants grandma in jail and everything for what she did. Bro, it's a wrap. We need a fucking camera. We need a lawyer and, you know what I'm saying, and a fucking news crew, and that's it. She'll go on camera and say these children need to be home now. She writes that in a letter. The judge is just gonna fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Why you guys trying to go through the media route when she should just submit a report, give them a demand of 3 days to get the kids home, and then from there, if they don't, then you have a press conference.
She could do that, but we got to do that in the federal court. You got what I'm saying? Like, if we do it in the federal court, it's a wrap. She'll come to the federal court with
whistleblower.
Like,
come on.
Like you said, we have to. Yeah, we go the media route. But yeah, dude, if we're positioned and ready, she's down.
Someone who's willing to testify against cops not being protected. Lee Merritt, what's up?
Well,
Balil, what's up?
Where all these people are, Balil, they all believe that they don't have the power. You get what I'm saying? The way that their structures work.
It doesn't matter. You have to still take steps. I mean, you have to ripen your claim.
I could definitely.
How about we just get my kids home?
I got her selling. Me and her.
Stop fucking with us.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of what it is that we're gonna do.
All you gotta do is have her report her findings and and make a recommendation to the court, or and give them a date certain that if they don't answer by, that she will, just give them a date certain. You don't even gotta make any threats.
See, that's the thing though. If we take this to the federal court with the federal protected order motion, it's a wrap. You get what I'm saying? If she does that letter that you're saying, and I submit that to family court, they ain't gonna do shit. Dude. The judge is involved in this, Balil. He's going to jail, dog.
Yeah, but you can't put him in jail if you can't prove that he was put on notice from professional
judicial decree.
I have him on something else.
Stating,
I have him on like during
I'm
the course of this,
perfectly
we
fine.
made you know what I'm saying, a fucking motion type ruling of like, did the division make valiant efforts to reunify, etc., and the judge ruled that they did, yet he ruled that they did, but he doesn't know whether or not medically I should have had a medical fucking blood test done for a chain of custody to say whether or not I'm taking the medication. I'm like, dude, are you a fucking clown, bro? You just gave up your bench. Right?
That's more attenuated, bro. That's more attenuated than the psychiatrist saying they need to come home and him refusing.
Oh, no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let him hang himself with the noose. I got you.
Exactly.
I don't want to play games anymore.
That's waiting for me in the lobby.
I want
grab them.
my kids home.
And I'll just be available for periodically. So just let me know.
All right, Bert. I'll keep you posted, brother. All right. Talk to you later.
I want my kids home. That's what I want.
You're hearing it, right?
My kids home.
There's $350 for the consultation and $100.
Oh, you want in this letter, but who is the letter?
It says what the fuck it says, and it states what it states. You get what I'm saying?
No.
When you step back and you look at the standoff at my house, a third party.
Here's Zach Holtzberg, who didn't protect me.
With the lawyers now, where it, etc. I want you guys to. Then the other thing.
We're suing someone, asshole. You have a duty to protect your clients.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm hanging in, brother. it's been a
You let
real,
my wife
real long,
die
fucked up
by not
road, just
talking to the
getting more
news
and
when
more
me and
fucked
Shay
up,
asked
but,
you
know,
for help.
it is
I can
what
play
it
those
is.
recordings of her
I
crying.
had two
Cries
things I
out,
was
Zach,
reaching out
to
to you
you.
for. The funding company that
Or
you
the
guys
video
had
of me and
used for
Sia
the
going
other
into your
10K,
office.
I might want to get in touch with them with like a, you know what I'm saying, like a soft introduction type shit for some funding on Shay's case. I have 2 lawyers.
Zach's
that are gonna be
friend,
coming on.
Derek's friend.
We're talking a fucking series,
Stole a few
documentary
grand.
type style, like in a Meek Mill type fucking style. Only, you know, 13 motherfucking years of recorded evidence. Then the other thing was all the shit that had gone down, certain levels of retaliation, etc., etc. I want you guys to kind of like look at weighing in and dropping a letter into everything that's going on, working with the lawyers now, where it says what the fuck it says and it states what it states. You get what I'm saying?
You're a dirtbag.
When you step back and you look at the standoff at my house,
Illegal.
a third party corporate entity.
I asked you to protect me, Zach. That's why I didn't come to the state, Zach.
I'm not on medication. Wasn't on medication. I've never been on medication. They violated me and my children's civil rights.
So what happened, Zach? Holtzberg, did you not learn that lesson in law school? Civil rights? Federal civil rights, Zach? Missed that course on how to protect the client from retaliation, whistleblowers? Asshole. I have my fucking family, Zach.
You know
I hope you're enjoying your life.
Wherever we figure out how to state it, it can be an open and close fuck you to them. That really, dude, me and my family and my kids, Zach, we're at that point. You get what I'm saying?
I don't even know, first of all, what you want in this letter, but who is the letter going to?
We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? When we cross that bridge, we'll figure it out so that it covers all best liabilities.
Why
we
you
have to sign
fucked
shit
up
in the
so
background
bad?
too, for other shit, because what does end up in or how the letters
Why
worded,
you
I
never
don't
called
care. You get what I'm saying?
Phil
Like, at the end of the day, it's like, you
Infante,
got a whole
also
life
on
ahead of you,
this
so does Derek,
recording.
so do I, so do my children. We need to move
Why'd you
on.
do this to my
I
family,
just want
Zach?
closure, and I want closure in the best, quickest fucking manner. So it's nothing that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like once we come to that, I'll reach out again to you, and then we'll set it up, and we'll sit down with the lawyers and come up with the best, you know, statement and or etc. for it.
That I don't end up dead,
It'll be
Zach.
for the court. It'll be for wherever we end up, you know, nailing it to it. But we'll make sure that we cover what we have to cover and we hit what we have to hit. It's simple when you know what I'm saying, you're really
We asked you, Zach, to protect us. Me and Sia came up into that office. We asked you to protect us. She didn't stay down there that last day.
That's what I'm saying. We'll find the comfort level as to what can be said and what
you could
know
care
what I'm
less,
saying,
Zach.
Even if we have to make it.
Tony
where we
Yates
have
was in
another
forum,
party
Zach,
to you get
waiting
what I'm
for
saying, but
you
You'll be good. I promise you that, Zach. I
to
just
take
need
care
this
of your
fucking
client,
done, dude.
Zach.
I need it done.
You told my wife to go fuck herself,
With
Zach.
respect to the funding company, which company are you referring to? Because I thought that there were two, so which one are
Your
you trying to reach out to
personal
again?
friends that you fucked with my money
one
with. With
the
your
second
lawyer,
one
Derek
that we
Smith,
had
that I
used through,
CC'd certain people on, Zach.
through
You're a
your firm.
dirtbag.
Like I brought the cash for case.
Derek's a dirtbag. Don't hire these people. They will end up getting you hurt, possibly killed.
That guy isn't really doing funding anymore. Unfortunately, I've tried to use him even for other cases of mine, and he's
my personal friend Derek, my boss, who
issues, and he's not really doing that. Unfortunately, I believe we have other cases because he was, very clutch in terms of previous matters that I had. But we've reached out to him recently, and he's just not really interested in doing that at this point. The only situation where I've even had him contemplate doing it is a situation where we had an agreement already in writing, but without, a signed agreement.
I got you.
Really is.
and you weren't able to kill that client either.
I got you. If you guys do know of anybody, you know what I'm saying, just shoot me.
Yeah, I mean, there's aside from that, there's definitely other funding companies. There's so you use cash for cases. There's another one. I can email it to you, but if you want to write it down, it's called Global Financial.
Yeah, I spoke to them before.
There's another one, Buckeye Funding.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'll figure something out. I got a couple things going on too, and like in the backdrop, there's a couple of families who, have their family stories been global, international, etc., and they will be coming to my aid and my back and doing press conferences and shit. So other things are happening. So it's a matter of just like I just need it to be done. I can't take it anymore.
You just have to protect us, Zach.
Like when you truly see.
That's it.
The other case.
Dude, Lee Merritt's a punk, bro. Him and Sean King bitched the fuck up. When I say like bitched up, bro, like they bitched the fuck up. Like I don't know. Good.
This was your previous attorney?
Yeah, the Lee Merritt dude. Lee Merritt with Sean King, the fucking reporter and all that. Yeah.
Guy in like Texas or something.
Yeah, exactly. The one handling both of them, John's case.
Unless Zach, were you threatened too?
He's a coward, dude.
Start speaking up.
He's up online.
All of you.
Healing families, going after fucking police brutality, putting pictures up of him next to fucking like Martin Luther King, like you're that type of civil rights hero. Get the fuck out of here, bro. His administrative assistant that was with him, Zach, for like 5 years, bro. This woman babysat his kids. Like me and her were on the phone with his kids in the fucking background going through the case and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Crying
the past year. And she's no longer with him
Lee,
because of his
knowing
ego
everything.
and what him and Sean King and then what the fucking Botham family is doing right now. She's like, yo, I can't fucking... They're narcissistic, maniacal pieces of shit. Like, there's so many cases that these motherfuckers are not illustrating and actually suppressing the evidence to. So it's like, where are we?
Kind of like you
You
did,
know what I'm
Zach.
saying? Like, you're online, this, and this. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, you're a little bitch, bro.
Hurting people. Attacking them.
It's fucking amazing, dude. You see now where I am, Zach, where I don't like Hollywood, bro? With David Blaine, with all of them, I don't like it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the red carpet.
We
I don't
never
like the
did.
I don't like the bullshit. I don't like the facade. If you're a fucking coward and you're a fake, you're a fucking coward and you're a fake. You know? I mean, everyone right now, we're all like, there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes where like there's a lot of different families and a lot of Black Lives Matter, a lot of shit where it's just like, okay, well, how and to what degree do we out these assholes? I'm not trying to. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to do anything for half the families that they're fucking representing and half the cases for them to look like the piece of shit that they actually are. But, dude, it's sad, Zach.
Kind of like what you did.
You're not gonna hear,
To
man.
Shayling.
I mean, listen, I'll send, if we can get a list of some names of...
No, Zach, I need a letter stating I'm so sorry I allowed this level of whistleblower retaliation against my clients. I could have saved Shayling's life had I gotten on the phone with Phil Infante. Like I probably, we might have it up in the next 3 days, me recorded, stating again and again that he'll call Phil Infante, Zach. You could have saved Shay's life, dude.
It's a lowest bidder type of aspect within a business, within our children, where these motherfuckers are making profit. It's time to yank them, dude. You know?
Unless you're in on it.
So I'll reach out to you. I'll probably reach out like over the next week or so.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as everything goes down too, dude, Derek, and you know what I'm saying, like the news might hit before I call you for the letter. You know what I'm saying? So shit might be in a different position where everyone's just smoother with it.
Yeah, if everybody, had integrity.
Listen, I mean, obviously, you have to keep in mind, we don't represent you.
No, I know.
You never did, Zach.
We can do to,
You never
any type of
did.
information, I'm always happy to help.
Exactly.
Had you represented me, Zach, you would have not retaliated with them fucking month after month. Set up depositions, and then when you found out I was in town to be there for Mike, all of a sudden it's canceled, Zach. That's peculiar, and that's the day before, Zach, My
You know
kids
what I'm
got
saying? Like,
taken.
you
You're a
make-
dirtbag, Zach.
Some of the shit that me and the kids were going through right now in the next year, and be like, holy shit, that's where I had that conversation with you. I had no idea that all that was happening. You get what I mean? Like, that's where we're heading. There's always been a lot to what me and Shay did, and there's always been a lot to what the fuck we're going through on a daily basis. So you can't always convey that. You know what I'm saying? You can't convey, like, this is what the fuck's happening in my life. This is what's been happening for the past 6 months. You can't convey that in 4 conversations.
Trying to let a criminal off the hook
20 emails.
so that he'll help me.